everybody, welcome back to my channel and to another video. I am finally getting around to editing the Prague footage. This has taken me a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I haven't really known how to film and edit it. I went to Prague in the middle of April with 3 friends, and I didn't want to be vlogging all the time in front of them and have my camera out and not be with them as much as I can, so as much as I could be. I don't really explain in the clips where we are at that point or what we're doing, which maybe I should have done thinking about it, but as I said, I didn't really want to be like, oh hey, we're doing this now and now we're here and this is this and this is this, and it just wasn't, I didn't want to do that. So what I thought I would do is sit down instead and talk through what we did and then add in the clips when I speak about them. Another reason why it's taken me a long time to edit this video is I know it's probably going to be a bit of a longer one, and I put a poll on my stories on my Instagram, which if you're not already following, I'll put my handle on the screen, to ask whether people prefer longer videos or shorter videos, and quite a lot said a mix, which I completely understand because my vlogs up until that point had been quite long, and I know that not everybody likes long videos. So I wanted to put out a few shorter videos before I got onto the Prague one. No, my battery's flashing. Okay, we're just gonna power through and hope for the best. So, we went to Prague via bus. It was about 3.5 hours from Vienna, which isn't too bad considering how far you can get in 3.5 hours in regards to like different countries and stuff. We stayed in a hostel and we were there for about 3 days, I think, and it was really nice. I loved Prague, but 3 days was enough. By the end of the 3 days, we'd done a lot of what we wanted to do. So we were there for just the right amount of time. I'm going to insert some clips that I don't really think need explaining, and then I'll pop back in when I get to one that, yeah, needs a bit more explanation. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday and I have just finished packing for Prague. We're getting the bus from a station that's about half an hour from here with trams and stuff. So I'm gonna leave now. On the first day, we were actually waiting for one of the other girls to join us because she had a guest in Vienna, and she was gonna leave when her guest had left, which was a couple of hours after we got to Prague. So on the first day, we just walked around and got our bearings, basically went to the hostel, unpacked, that sort of thing, and then we went through the old town. We ate some food, which was like kind of potato spiral things. We got some money, and yeah, we just had a wander about.
Really hot. When I landed, it was 29 degrees.
Wow, they smell so good.
I don't know how to eat it.
I just eat it off the thing, yeah.
It's like soggy chips.
Your turn, Anna.
Not too good.
It's like cold, soggy chips.
Yeah.
Cold, soggy chips.
So bitter.
They know I'm like...
Oh yeah, the blending.
In the main square of Prague, there was the astronomical clock, and I can't tell you even now what it is. It's very, very old. It's it's the third oldest of its kind and the oldest in the world that's still working. What it means by still working, I don't know. Something to do with the moon and the sun. But I'll let you Google it because I'm still none the wiser even having looked at Google. But it must be pretty special because every hour there was such a huge group of people waiting there. We thought, well, something extraordinary must happen. And we waited, and as the clock struck on the hour, there was this person pulling a bell, like not a real person, a figure, and the doors opened at the top, but nothing even came out like a cuckoo clock or anything. The doors opened and you could see figures turning inside in a circle. I think they were the apostles, but I'm not sure. It was a little bit underwhelming, but even so, it was one of the main attractions of Prague, so we went to visit that. We also that day visited a mural, is that the right word? Of John Lennon, which was on the same side of Prague as the fountain, which was really cool, very colourful. It was like a whole wall that was painted with lots of different things, and there were lots of pieces of artwork to do with the war in Ukraine. So we visited that, and then we headed out to have some dinner, and we sat down in a restaurant next to the river, which was really nice.
The back of your head, just take a picture of your ladies. How can I help you today? You're confusing me, don't you?
Okay, we all have trout, mojito, and gyozas.
I will say most of the planning that we did was via TikTok. I was using TikTok a lot to check what we should do, look for some like hidden gems, if you like, spots not to miss and that sort of thing, which was really handy. We basically just wandered around the first day. I think we got there around 12 or maybe a bit later actually. It was around 1 o'clock that we got there. Left our bags at the hostel because there had just been a festival there and the cleaning was taking a little bit longer than usual. So we just had to walk around the town and then we went out for some food and yeah, waited for our friend to arrive. On our way back to the hostel, we had a chimney cake, and you will have seen a clip that I just put in of them turning round whilst they were cooking. And chimney cakes are a speciality in the Czech Republic as well as neighbouring countries, I think, and it's basically like it's a cake of some kind, but the consistency is more like the inside of a jam donut, not the jam, the dough, and it's in like a cup form, like a chimney form, and then they fill it with things. So I got chocolate, strawberries and whipped cream, I think, and it was so good, so good. And we met our friend then shortly after, and I think we just went out for a drink. It was her birthday, but she was also really tired from travelling and having her guests, so we were going to stay partying until the following night. I meant to say that throughout the trip we only had to buy a ticket for the tram to get up to the castle, but other than that we walked everywhere and it was really easy to do. We have come to a place to get something called a chimney cake. I don't know if you can see, but I'll put in a clip of what they look like. They like rotate on a stick sort of thing. Yeah, I have no idea what they taste like. Taste test. Zoe, what type of cream do you have on top of your cake?
Squishy cream.
So the next day, we had a wander through town on our way to the Sex Machines Museum, I think, and we stumbled across a Banksy exhibition, which was really cool. And then we went to the Sex Machines Museum, which was also just mind-boggling. Oh, I didn't film too much in there, but yeah, some of the things in there were wild. But it just makes you think how normal sex is, because if this kind of stuff was happening hundreds of years ago and it's still happening today, then yeah, kind of just shows you how not a taboo thing it should be, right, to speak about it and yeah, for it to be talked about.
That's why we'll go straight for cameras.
It's for the vlog, guys, it's for the vlog. Yum. Wales. Oh look, there's me. Joking. So we're in a sex museum, and this goes into your bum, and you I can't say it without laughing. You fart into it and it makes your farts sound like birdsong. Nice. This video might get taken down for... Few things that I'd found on TikTok were a tower of books and also a... Where was the tower of books? It was in a building next to the city hall, because there was also an old elevator in the city hall that is really cool. I can't remember what type of elevator it's called now. I mean, we would say lift, but yeah, I'll show you in the clips. And I found both of those things through TikTok, and the building that the Tower of Books was in was next to the building, next to the City Hall, well, where the lift was. And the Tower of Books was really cool because it was only made from 8,000 books, I think, if I remember rightly, which obviously is a lot. But when you look inside, there are mirrors placed really cleverly, so it looks like the tower is never ending when you look down and also when you look up, which was really cool. Oh, that's such a weird feeling. Wait for us at the next one. We then got some bubble tea and we headed to the other side of the river, the same side that the John Lennon thing was on, but most of the stuff was on the other side to that. But yeah, we headed back to the other side of the river across the bridge. I'm gonna have to Google the name of it because I forgot. It's called the Charles Bridge. Yeah, we headed over that to possibly my favourite thing in Prague, which was a street so narrow only one person could fit down at a time, and it had its own traffic light, which was so cool. And I also found that on TikTok, which was, yeah, great, because I don't think we probably wouldn't have known about it otherwise, to be honest. And we also visited a very strange, I'm not going to say what it's actually called, but it's a peeing fountain. Instead of peeing, there's a different word, but in case any kids watch this, I don't want to be setting a bad example with my language. It didn't have any water in though, so it was just the figures when we went.
Is it green, yeah?
Oh. Ist das jetzt ein Rotverschluss?
I was using maps quite a lot because Apple Maps, they mark places of interest with a star, so you can see if you're looking at a city which places there are to visit. But yeah, I think TikTok's great for the ones that aren't so well known. We got a lot done on this day actually because we wanted to go out that night, and we thought if we went out we probably would either be really tired or hungover the next day and not get much done, and it would be nice to give ourselves a lie-in. So we also on this day went to see the dancing houses, and we went to a robot bar. The robot bar was really cool. It wasn't as cool as I thought it was going to be. Basically, we'd met a girl at our hostel who told us she'd been to a place where her stuff was served to her by a robot. So we thought this was the place, but actually you just ordered your drink on a screen and then the robots made it in front of you, and then there was a server that brought it to you. So it wasn't as cool as we thought it was going to be, but it meant we could have a cocktail and start pre-drinking for the night out. So that was one thing. And we went there on the way to see the dancing houses, which we went to the top of and had a drink, which was really nice to see. We were so lucky with the weather. It was, I don't think it was, no, it didn't rain. It was sunny every day, which was really, really nice.
I don't know if you can hear me, but we're in a robot bar. So we order our drinks on here and then the robots bring them over to us. I'm gonna order a pina colada. Are you guys getting an alcoholic one or a virgin one? Alcoholic.
What are you guys getting?
Alcoholic, yeah. Ooh. Wait. What are you guys gonna get?
Between a gin and tonic and a mojito. Look, they're moving!
Yeah, mine is strong too, but it's good. What did you have? Tequila sunrise. Oh, I hate tequila. Tequila sunrise. No. No, immediately, no. It's quite sweet though.
Yeah. Is yours any good?
Yeah, do you want to try?
I don't think we did much more on that day. Then we went out that night. We were going to go to a club that I think it's like one of the biggest clubs in Europe, has about 5 floors or something. But we'd heard really bad reviews and it was apparently really expensive and just completely not worth it. So we didn't go to there actually. We went to a different club which was called Duplex. It was called Duplex, and that was actually really good. It was really busy and it took years to get a drink, but yeah, it was good anyway, and we stayed out until about 4 AM I think, so it can't have been that bad. I don't think it was too expensive either, maybe €6. Sorry if the lighting's changed. I'm filming with the natural light in front of my window and also the light on, but it's gradually getting dark, so it might get darker from this way, if that makes sense. On the last day, we woke up a bit later because we'd got to bed late from the night out, and we headed up to the castle. So we took the tram up. It was really cheap, a couple of euros I think, and had a look around there. That was really nice. There was this little street, I don't know if I got a video of it, and all the houses along the street were miniature, like super miniature. I could just fit into it, and there was about 2 rooms and they were about 2 square meter. They were tiny. And after that we headed back through town. We got some food and we went to, I think we went back to the hostel. Sorry, this is all a month ago, over a month ago, so I'm trying to remember it.
Different neighbourhoods, like are almost like their own individual super peaceful places.
Then we headed out for some food, and after that we went back to the hostel to get ready for definitely my second favourite part, if not actually the first favourite part of the trip, which was going to a speakeasy. Now, I have always wanted to go to a speakeasy, and I also found out about this one on TikTok, so I'm so grateful for TikTok. If you don't know, a speakeasy is a hidden bar. I've been to one. Did I just say I haven't been to any? I have been to one actually, once. And I've always wanted to go to one since going to that one. They are usually found under a shop, or basically I think it stems from when the alcohol was banned in the Prohibition in America. A lot of businesses created these hidden bars where people could go and drink alcohol. So we went into this, it was like a normal bar, and then to the left you went down a little corridor and there was a door, and on the right hand side, and there was also a button, like a red button underneath a picture of someone in a mask. and we pressed the button. We did have to reserve a table for this because we tried to do it the night before and they were full, so we had to reserve a table. But when you press the button, someone came up and the door looked like a bit of wall. There was actually a shelf on it, so it just looked like a normal wall. But when the person came up, they opened that bit of wall and it was like a door, and then you went downstairs underneath. It was called the Shrink's Office, I think. This speakeasy was, I'm gonna have to think of other adjectives other than good, nice, and cool, because I use them all way too much. But their menu was different, because instead of having a normal drinks menu, you actually had to pick your drink based on pictures, art basically. And there were all different types of pictures, really colourful ones, and all we got told was the darker the picture, the more intense the flavour, or the stronger the flavour. So I went for one that was blue and purple, and it was really nice. We also weren't told what was in it, like the secret ingredients, but we were told what it was based off. Mine was a gin one, which was perfect because I like gin. And yeah, we stayed in there. I think we just had the one drink. I personally loved mine, and I didn't want to risk trying another one and it being not so good. Although I did try, I tried all of my friends and theirs was good as well. That's it basically, and then we went back to the hostel, and then the next day all we did was head to the turning head of Franz Kafka, I want to say, if I'm saying that right. And then we headed to our bus. So it was such a lovely trip to Prague. I can't believe it's already been, well, about 6 weeks since I was there. From Prague I went to Leipzig and stayed with my host family that I was an au pair for a couple of weeks. That was really, really lovely. I was so glad to see them again, and then I came back here and I've been here. I have planned another trip to, I have been to Salzburg and I did film that, and that will go up after this one. And I've planned another trip to Budapest, a trip to Graz, and I would really love to go to Hallstatt, but I'm also going to Croatia with my friends, so we'll just have to see. I don't have very many free weekends here, which is just, can't believe it. The time here is going by so quickly. I'm so in love with this city. If any of you watching are thinking of doing a year abroad, or even are at Aston thinking of doing a year abroad, I cannot recommend Vienna enough, or anywhere actually, any uni that's paired with Vienna. This city is so, I can't speak highly of it, honestly. If I could live here, I would. I'm gonna try really hard to come back after uni, because I just feel like my life here is so much better than at home, and it's not even an exaggeration. Yeah, but anyway, we're speaking about Prague. So Prague was lovely, and I think we went for just the right amount of time. We got really lucky with the weather, and yeah, it was really good. I would say my favourite bits were the narrow street and the speakeasy. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go now because it's gonna get too dark to film properly. And this video is already gonna be quite long. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about Prague, then leave them below or send me a message on Instagram or something. But other than that, I hope to see you all, well, I will see you all in another video very, very soon. Bye.